Okay, look. If the title bothers you, look at the date that I uploaded this. April Fool's. And if it doesn't bother you, then hopefully it catches on, and we could say Xikers is the best 5th gen Rapline. Who knows? I'm just kind of taking the gamble, and I uploaded it on April Fool's Day because perfect timing. And if this ends up being a really bad take 3 years from now, and Xikers was still in the middle of 4th gen for some reason, I kind of just want to see if it catches on or not. We'll see. But I'm just kind of gambling. I don't really care either way. But hey, it's a better title: Xikers best 5th gen Rapline or Xikers top 10 4th gen Rapline. So let's talk about this because it's extremely interesting, and these raps are insane, especially one of them, which we're going to go over first. Thank you to my Patreons, by the way, for making this video possible. If you'd like to be one of them and be on this video screen for every video, link in description. You get reactions and everything, and yeah, I'd love for you to be a part of it. And join the Discord if you don't want to pay. It's free, and you basically get almost the same thing because I'm in there all the time talking to my community, and I'd love you to be a part of it. So let's dive into why Xikers Rapline is so damn actually fucking good. Here is Turkey House Yechan. Now, before I explain everything, because this is the best one, we're starting off with the best and going down. Why? I don't know. I want to talk about this first. If you want to see this full flow lined up and any of the other ones, they're on my second channel. That link is in my description as well as the pinned comment. I'll put the link to this one especially because this one's already uploaded. The other ones aren't yet. But this rap is insane. This is the best flow of 2023 as of the end of March. This is easily probably the best rap. Even you could make an argument for some other ones that have a bit more overall to it, but the flow wise 100% best of 2022, probably top 5 overall, top 100. Yeah, why? Bro, he's doing a sextuplet flow, throws in a freaking quintuplet. This is a quintuplet. He throws in a quintuplet at the end of the first bar. He does this weird ass thing. I don't even know what this is. It is probably wrong. Feel free to correct me if you know notations and everything and you know what it actually is. This is the closest I could get for it lining up. It's not just a straight 16th notes. It is not a sextuplet. It's something in the middle. It kind of does almost like a shuffle, but not really. It's kind of like a sextuplet shuffle, which is, I don't know, but it's also not completely even. Anyways, whatever this weird thing is right here, maybe I overthought it, but please feel free to correct me. Take that with a grain of salt, though. I might be wrong on this one right here. Either way, it's really cool. And then he finishes it off with this almost shuffle feel to it's like 16ths mixed with double 8th note triplets. And he accents the difference between and he has this really cool spacing. It's so cool. But the best part is this quintuplet. Why? If you don't know music or anything, or rhythm, or even rap or anything, you're like, what's so special? It's what, 5 notes in a beat? Yes. Why? No one does this. This is such an uncomfortable rhythm for not even just rapping. Like, this barely is ever even thought about in rapping. Just in general, you never see quintuplets in music. You do if you play maybe some jazz has it, progressive metal. You'll see it in some drum fills from really good drummers. Overall, it's not the most, comfortable rhythm to do. It's extremely difficult to consistently do well because it just doesn't come naturally. Your body's naturally gonna do everything in 1, 2, or singles or doubles. 1, 2, 1, 2. Out of all my knowledge in rhythm, Yechan is the 5th. This is the 5th time I have found a quintuplet in a Kpop flow. The only previous ones are RM from BTS Cypher 2, Changbin from 3 Racha Hey Monster, Changbin from Stray Kids Thunderous, and Hanze from Victon's Virus last year. Those are the only 4 times I have ran into a full quintuplet in a flow, and it's extremely rare in K-pop. So I need to praise it when I see it because this is just mind-blowing that he did that. But yeah, this is by far the best flow. It's my favorite. I'm so head over heels for Yechan right now. It's crazy how good he is. Best 5th gen rapper, if we're going to call it that. Let's move on to the other ones, though. Let's go to Minjae next, because Minjae, before Xikers' debut, was the one that I said was the best rapper, and he's still extremely good. The only reason I would say Yechan is slightly better than him is because of this quintuplet flow and some of the other stuff that I'll show you later from Yechan. But Minjae is no joke. Minjae is also up there with Yechan. You look at this, and it is extremely wild. There is not too much consistency. He is completely changing this flow, and while it looks similar, might have to double check, but I don't think he repeats it once except for here. This is the only time he repeats the same exact flow twice in a row, which is a second bar of eighth. If we look at just the first 4, which is the more impressive part, this is the crazy part to me. This is the really cool part. The first thing is he's just doing diddles with like some spacing with eighth notes right here. Then you have this extremely weird cadence where he seems like he's displacing the 16th by 1/16 each time. So you would feel like the 16th would come, I mean, the cadence would come every quarter. But no. It comes every quarter plus 1/16. No, what? Fucking amazing from Minjae. I love that about this. And then the best part, this very intense, insane cadence that he puts over top. He really tries to emphasize it, and he goes from emphasizing, just listen. And he has this like going back and forth between a dotted eighth to an eighth note to a dotted eighth note. You also can look at his flow in Tricky House, right? Tricky House, this flow right here, he's doing a shuffle. And now it's not the most impressive thing. We've had shuffles before. Soyeon's done shuffles a lot. Even girl group rappers do shuffles quite often too. But I don't know. It's just fun to hear him do a shuffle. And honestly, the cadence kind of makes it extremely spicy. Because he's not like, most time you shuffle, it's da 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 da. You usually keep it a very simple cadence to keep that shuffle the feel. But he doesn't give the shuffle the feel. He's giving the feel to the cadence, which is a very eighth note heavy cadence with diddles in there. He's doing like diddles on the cadence. And then he throws in this random triplet right here, spaces it out a little bit, and then just finishes with a nice and easy shuffle into an eighth note ending. That's what most of the verse would be for most rappers, but he put all this extra cadence work in here. It's so cool. Let's look at Sumin, because we haven't talked about Sumin yet. And now Sumin, to me, in terms of flow especially, is the weakest. If you love Sumin because of it, he has the deepest voice and everything, and he's like I see people say they like his swag and everything. Shout out to you guys. I'm never gonna tell you who you can like. I mean, I think Sumin's great and everything, but I think he has so far the weakest in terms of technicality. He's the weakest. Here's his flow from Psyche that I saw a lot of people freaking out about as like his best, and I think that the one in Tricky House is better. I should have broken that one down too, and my apologies for not getting to that yet. But yeah, his flow in Psyche is extremely elementary. It's eighth notes and everything, and it's not to talk down on him because I mean he's still doing more than most like, you know, basic, at the very basic, but there's so many elements of elementary rapping here. It's like, compared to what Minjae and Yechan have been doing, it's like, cool. So he just seems to be a little bit behind them in terms of the skill-wise, but altogether, it's like he's not even weak. Like, you look at Stray Kids upon debut, right? Felix especially, and then also Hyunjin were like miles below Changbin and Jisung. And while that's changed to modern day, I don't think Sumin's anywhere that far behind of Minjae and Yechan. Like, it's a much closer gap. So I could definitely see this, especially with some new Sumin raps coming out and Psyche's comebacks and stuff. Xikers comebacks and stuff. I can see Sumin catching up really fast. But yeah, just basic rhythms with eighth notes and a few dotted quarter, dotted eighth. Momo did this type of thing, except with a triplet bass instead of an eighth note bass and Set Me Free. Momo did like that. Pretty cool. Let's look at the last thing that I have broken down, and this is, oh my gosh, Yechan. It's basically just diddles, but the cool thing about it, it's he changes the cadence halfway through the diddles each time. Now, I wish he would have kept going to give the feel of the rap as offbeat. If you keep doing diddles, it kind of gets to the point where you're sounding like you're offbeat because you're not hitting the one, you're skipping the one. But he wanted to make sure he hit the one to, you know, keep it very smooth. That's really cool. And then has some spacing in here, spaces, and then finishes it off nice and simple. Pretty cool. But yeah, Yechan, just by far, like, this is like on par with Minjae's other stuff. Minjae's other stuff is high tier. Yechan's just like topped. This rap's sextuplet bass, which you don't even see that often, with a quintuplet in it, is so cool. Anyways, I'm sorry, I'm just freaking out. I want to make a video talking about how amazing this new Rapline is. Let me know what you guys think of Xikers Rapline. If you're interested in joining the community, the links are in the description to the Discord, the Patreon, whatever you may be interested in. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love for you to be a part of the CarKpop community. And with that all said, hope you guys enjoy. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here. And subscribe if you want to see more. I do this rap stuff all the time. So yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day, everyone. Bye.